This is the story of the year I had an affair with a married man. My channel has always been about honesty, about growth, and about womanhood, and about lived experience. And today I'm going to share something that I'm not proud of, but I'm not ashamed of anymore either. I'm not sharing this to justify myself. I'm sharing it because I know there are women watching who may be in a place they never imagined they would be, and they feel alone in that place. This is the story of the year I had an affair with a married man after my 28-year marriage ended. It was not a good marriage. There was no real communication. I felt lonely inside my own home. I felt unseen, unheard, and unwanted. It's not relevant to this story to talk about why my marriage eventually ended. But when it did, I didn't just lose my husband. I lost my sense of worth. I came out of that marriage feeling unattractive, undesirable, almost invisible, like no one would ever love me again. And then something unexpected happened. A boy I had dated and who was my first love when I was 16 obviously heard about my divorce, and he got in touch with me. We started talking on the phone. He lived in another city and he was married with 2 teenage children himself. He told me his marriage was very unhappy. He told me that his wife was always away on business. Later, I understood that the truth of his marriage was more complicated than that. It was actually their shared business. But at the time, I believed him. Maybe I wanted to believe him. It was not long after many phone calls that we became emotionally involved. He'd become very successful, and we went on beautiful holidays together. He bought me expensive gifts, but more than that, there was something I hadn't felt in decades. I was desired. I was kissed like someone had missed me. I was looked at like I mattered. And I was listened to like what I was saying actually counted. And I convinced myself that I wasn't doing anything wrong. He's married, not me, I told myself. It was my way of softening the truth. Deep down, I knew it wasn't right, but I'd come out of my marriage with a slightly cynical attitude toward life. Somewhere inside me was this thought: I gave 28 years, I was lonely, I had sacrificed, so why shouldn't I have this happiness? I won't pretend I didn't know it was morally complicated. I did. But pain does something to your compass sometimes. When you've been emotionally starved, attention feels almost like oxygen to you. And I was breathing again. For the first time in a long, long time, I felt beautiful. I felt chosen, and I felt alive. It lasted about a year, and I was the one who eventually ended it. And I realized something very important. He didn't actually give me my worth back. He just reminded me that it was still there. I'm not proud that I had an affair. Sometimes life takes us places that we once judged from a distance. Sometimes broken people make messy choices. If you are a woman who's found herself in this position, I want you to know this. You are not evil. You are not irredeemable. You are not beyond growth. You may simply be hurting. And if you're watching this knowing a friend who is having an affair, please remember, you don't know the full story of how she got there. Loneliness can be invisible. Shame is silent, and pain hides so well. That year didn't define me. It taught me. It showed me I was still capable of being loved, but more importantly, that I needed to love myself without borrowing that feeling from someone else. In a strange way, that chapter helped me find myself again. And that is the reason why I'm sharing this. If this resonated with you in any way, I'd love to hear your thoughts. But please, keep this space kind. We're all human here. We all make mistakes, and the reasons for those mistakes are all different. So until next time, I do hope you stay with my channel and come back to visit me again. As always, sending hugs to you. Bye for now.